Folks, what is up? I have some very valuable marketing content information that I want to share with you here very quickly. I noticed something very interesting in one of the coaching groups I'm in yesterday. Someone had mentioned a comment about how coaches are starting to get hired by companies, and that coaches are actually trying to go in this direction because a lot of coaches are having a hard time with marketing and finding their own business. The idea of the conversation in this group was that coaches are very good at coaching, but not so good at building businesses and building effective coaching businesses. So one of the things that's becoming more common is coaches are starting to work with companies and getting hired and paid by companies so they don't have to create their own business. And I wrote a comment just during the conversation. Sorry, it's a little windy here, so I'm trying to accommodate. It's kind of sunny and kind of rainy. And I wrote a comment in that group that said, the marketing part and trying to get new clients is my favorite part of the business. And I realized when I wrote this how unique my perspective is in the world of coaching. And this really comes from a background of, for the last 9 years in real estate, I built successful online systems and websites and lead generating tools and all of these things. And I really got interested in figuring out how to gain new clients and also, networking and all of these types of things. So one of the parts that I really enjoy about being a coach, and a very important part of any business, is getting clients. And that's actually a part that I really like. And I didn't realize that so many people really struggled with this part of the business, and it was really holding them back from being successful coaches. So with that information, first of all, I thought, what a great opportunity for me to share my knowledge in the world of sales and marketing to fellow coaches to help them be successful in that area. And I think that's really a unique perspective that I can offer to when I'm coaching coaches, is I see it from a life coaching perspective just because I'm in that, but at the same time, also how to grow a successful business and run a successful business. So it's really, something extra that I'm able to add to the table, which was a really cool realization for myself, and just to see how different perspectives are. But I also wanted to, just a bunch of ideas came to mind about things that I share with my coaching clients who are building businesses that I want to share with some of you as well that are super powerful. And, when I share information, I have a very unique approach. So I'm not saying the same thing that every other person is saying when it comes to marketing. I'm all about figuring out what people aren't doing and creating a blue ocean in that world where you find your own demographic, where you're not trying to feed off the same people everyone else is feeding off of. So what I've decided to do in these next 3 videos, including this one, I'm going to share with you some very valuable information that I've been sharing with my clients that really will transform how you market your business and how you go about getting business. And the first one that I want to talk about today, which is a very powerful one, and I apologize if it's a bit windy, but I am very excited to get this message out here, so I'm doing it anyways. I just got outside. And the one that I want to talk about today is how so many people are offending their potential audience and destroying their rapport and their potential to build a good relationship with their customers before they even have a chance to talk to them. So this is extremely important, and it's very, very, very common. And here's what the problem is. The problem is that people are not giving customers the respect they deserve. People market to clients and customers like they're 10 years old. And I'm going to ask you a question, and I feel like I'm going to know what the answer is for a lot of you. If you join a webinar or one of these online things where they give you some free information and, sign up and join, we're going to teach you 3 ways to do this, anything to do with that, especially in the world of personal development. How many times are you sick and tired of spending an hour with this person online. And I'm talking, this is for some of the very successful people in the world who are doing this. You get excited, you block off an hour of your time, sorry, I just got email, all kinds of stuff popping up on my phone here, messages and emails, and my OCD, I'm a one-track thinker. So, you put this time aside, you get all excited for this person's webinar, you sit there for an hour, you get about 40 minutes through, and you say, are you kidding me? Another person who is just absolutely wasting my time. They're giving me no value whatsoever. And then they have the audacity to ask me to sign up and pay them money for their program at the end of wasting my hour of time. Like, this happens so much, it is ridiculous. And the fact that it is such a common thing makes no sense. And I love it because it's such an easy opportunity for us to take advantage of the marketplace. So here's the thing. When you do things, when you're marketing your product and you're saying things, on your website, discount today only, 85% off for the next 10 hours, limited seats available for your online webinar, when everyone in the world knows that you can probably have as many people on a webinar as you possibly want. When you say things like $8.99 or $8.97 instead of $10, just to really make the numbers look a little bit lower, to build all this hype about a webinar that you're pitching, to literally just pitch your business the entire time and provide people with no value. When people are doing this with their marketing, they're insulting customers. When I see this, I think, how do you not understand that I know that all of these are sales gimmicks? If you really want to transform your business and you really want to build rapport with your clients, which is really what all of this comes down to, it's all about building relationships and rapport. It's not about tricking people into sales. Then the first step is understanding that these marketing techniques from 30 fucking years ago are garbage. And when you tell someone you have 10 minutes to sign up for this ad, when you tell someone, $29.97 for the next 24 hours, when you pitch people nonstop without really providing value, you are destroying that relationship instantly. How can you expect someone's going to like you and give you money when you've provided no value and it's just blatantly obvious that the things that you are pitching are just marketing schemes? We have to come to reality with this and say, our customers are not stupid. When I watch a webinar, I have no problem. It's so easy for me that if I get on an hour-long webinar and someone provides real value to me, that I will move forward. I'm going to have my first thought in my head is, thank God, first of all, this person gets it, because the other 99% of the planet does not get it, and it frustrates me. And I will not work with people who don't get it. So the first thing that I notice is, this guy knows how to market, he knows how to sell, he knows what is going on in the world. So I like him. And then he provides me value that's useful. I'm probably gonna buy something from this guy. Very easy. But if I sit there and I feel after 40 minutes that I am nonstop, realize that this whole point of my hour here is that I'm gonna be getting sold to and pitched to, not only am I guaranteeing you I'm not buying anything from you, but I'm offended with it. The fact that you spend an hour promising me the world and giving me none of it. So, if you want to transform your business, start giving customers the attention and the respect they deserve. It's very easy. You can simply market to them the way that you would want to be marketed. Provide them with tons of value. I had an interesting conversation with a client this morning saying how much the times have turned, where, there's so much free content available that if you put something up for free these days, you still have to market it in a way that to get people to want to sign up. It used to be a sense where if it was free, anyone would do it. Now that's not how it works anymore. Now the audience is saying, why should I spend my hour with you when I could Google the most famous people in the world and watch them for an hour? So even when it comes to providing free value, we have to still pitch that people are going to be getting value out of that. And if you're only using your 1 hour or half an hour to pitch your product and you're not building an amazing relationship with your audience, then you're wasting your time. It's all about giving your customers, your audience, the respect they deserve. And this is extremely important. What I talk about with my coaches is, and this is not new information, but it's all about building rapport and building relationships. When you get in front of someone, how can I provide value for them? It's that easy. And it's extremely powerful. But the first thing we need to stray away from is we need to start giving customers the respect they deserve. As soon as you do that, you're going to rise above 98% of the people who are using marketing strategies from 30 years ago that are ridiculous. I hate to say it, but it's so easy to get ahead of the curve right now in terms of marketing. It is so easy to beat your competition. There's never been more competition, but everyone is doing the same thing. And when you see everyone doing the same thing, you know what you need to do? The complete opposite. And this is really what I preach with my clients, and we're getting very powerful results with this. In saying that, I really focus on building relationships and how important that is in building rapport. And when you have a minute in front of anyone, how you use that minute with providing value. That's like with these videos, I'm not just going to say, sign up to my coaching program and I'll show you 3 great ways to market to audience. I'm going to give you all the information. I'm going to prove to you first, I'm going to build rapport and a relationship with you, knowing that I'm happy to give you value, letting you know how passionate I am, because you can hear it in my voice and probably the speed that I'm walking in a lot of cases. I'm putting it all on the table so you know who you're getting. And a lot of the times, again, I had the same conversation this morning, is people aren't hiring you for the information. There's a ton of information out there for free. People are hiring you because they want you to guide them. They want to offer, they want accountability. That's why I hire coaches. I want someone to keep me in line, to keep me on track with what I'm doing, to keep pushing me out of my comfort zone, because it doesn't matter how motivated you are, you're always going to be resistant to getting uncomfortable. So I tell my clients, give the value, give the information. It's not about the information. It's about sharing. It's about building relationships. Once you've built the relationship, it's extremely powerful. And then from there, people trust you and they like you and they're going to work with you. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and I'm going to talk about this in the next video, is how bullshit these click funnels and these strategies are that people are selling online, that a lot of people are trying. And I'm going to go into detail about this. I'm going to talk about, the question I'm going to ask, and I'll give you a little hint into where we're going with it, is, do you think Canadians and Americans are the same? And I think 95% of us are going to say, you know what, we're very different. Same with the Aussies and Kiwis. So why are we using the same marketing strategies for Canadians that we use for Americans? We're not pushy like Americans. Americans are hammering down, like I get emails from all kinds of people every 2 days, buy it now, 80% off. And it's like, ugh, this is not how we roll in Canada. And this whole concept of bringing these amazing strategies into our business here does not work. I've learned this in real estate. I hired companies and American companies in real estate to do the same things that they do here in Canada. Garbage. No one, I'm not going to say what the difference is between us, wink, wink, but just pitching these things nonstop and pushing them down our throats is not a way that you're going to get a Canadian to do business with you. So that's what we're going to be talking about next week, about how we're just going to throw all of these systems out the garbage, in the garbage, and we're going to do something that works for Canadians, that's tailored to your audience. And I'm really excited about this. I have a ton of information about coaching. I love coaching. I love tying in, the life coaching aspect with the business coaching with the people I work with. They're getting fantastic results because I can see things like the blocks that they're facing from a life coach perspective, and also give them the strategies and the tactics to build successful businesses. So it's a very unique hybrid approach to coaching that's been very powerful, and I'm very excited to share more with y'all. Take care. Talk to you later. Peace.